Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Blitz with in the Wichita in the fault line map. So the fault line is a high tier map. Generally I've seen it pretty much requires tier 8 ship from memory to be involved in order to see this map. So yeah, a bit like the Cage in that respect. And it's a large map with 3 circles with 3 capture zones, which is fairly standard. I think is also Atlantic and a few other maps that are very similarly laid out. So here I am in the Baltimore, taking the role of a destroyer for the central cap, backed up by a couple of battleships. One of them were in a division, which is good, which is nice to know. So here we have the enemy Mogami. We hit him and he's turning broadside, so we throw ourselves into reverse. Because, yeah, if he's going broadside like that, it means he wants to launch his torpedoes. Gives me an opportunity to fill him full of shells, which is good. And my teammates are also dealing with him as a priority. And there goes his torpedoes. He may not make it round the full circle to get the second set off. In the meantime, he's become a difficult target, and there's a priority target here for me, which is the Tirpitz. So he he fired his torpedoes at me, but they're German torpedoes with a 4.5 kilometre range, and so they peter out. He's gone behind the rock, and my new target is this guy. And what I'm looking to do with this guy is, well, I can't keep reversing forever, so he's fired his guns. His guns are sort of roughly pointing in my direction. Oh, the other Tirpitz reversing out, that's never a good sign. But he's busy. His secondaries have caught me on fire, but I've managed to start a fire on him. I've used my damage. I haven't used my damage control yet because I suspect I'll need it. And I'm turning away because it's Tirpitz, and Tirpitzes have torpedoes. So if I'd done a broadside, you see he's fired basically out of desperation. He's realised that I wasn't going to turn broadside onto him, and he's fired. So basically, yep, in the meantime my guns are busy trying to rotate about. So I'm really only getting my rear guns into him. But in the meantime, we've mucked up his aim enough that North Carolina could handle him and take him down, which is good to see. So, yes, now we've managed to capture one capture zone. Now the problem with the capture zones, this is something, you can see that battleship, that red battleship off to the left there. He's gone and put himself into a position to provide the best possible broadside, but his positioning is terrible. So it's going to take him ages to get into that cap and take it off us, even if it's uncontested. In the meantime, because of all the effort put into that middle cap, we've won the struggle there. At least one of those Tirpitz is gone. Both Tirpitzes are gone. I'd like to think I had a hand in that. And the Mogami, by the looks of it, is long gone as well. So that middle cap is ours. So at this point, we've got a choice to the A cap or off to the C cap, which is all the way over the other side of the map. So I've decided to target the A cap, and the reason for that is that we want to keep the B cap is pretty safe. The C cap, well, that's too far to go in the minute and 35 seconds left. And this cap is at risk. We do have 2 destroyers out there, so we just need to, take steps in order to protect the cap. And as you can see, what's going on now is some destroyers are busy trying to take the cap. So we turn in, and we've got our friendly Wichita there. We just check who's left. We've got a Sims and a Mahan. One of the destroyers is down the far end. So whatever it is a single destroyer, and that means that I know that if I can see him, or I can see the smoke, there he is. He's fired. Strange preemptive sort of fire, pretty easy to dodge. And I think he's just fired so that he can get out of the cap. And in the last 44 or 43 seconds, we'll capture this cap back. prevent them from getting too many points, so they're not earning, well, they are earning points as long as it's not taken off them. The C cap has been decapped from the enemy. I've got a good minute after they fire before the torpedo, I've risked the torpedoes again, so he's put himself in a position to be able to take a full broadside. Doesn't finish him off. I am detected. He's gone behind the rock. He probably has reloaded, but in the last 12 seconds of the game, as you can see, there's nothing more important for me to do than to stay alive and deny the enemies the points. And that's the fault line map in the Wichita. I hope that you enjoyed watching the battle. We'll see some results screen before we sign off. Let's see how we did. So we didn't get any kills. We didn't get a Nameless Hero award. Got a promotion, which was nice. Came middle of the pack, but I think my value was in helping us gain the position rather than the damage and kills caused. 80 shell hits, 30 secondary shells, 2 fires, so pretty good damage. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.